and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please like, share and subscribe and all those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. So we are taking a look at the Hologram Iron Man from the Ursa Major wave, and we're going to dive straight into it. And I'm not going to lie, this was one that I was really looking forward to when the wave was announced, so I can't wait to take a closer look. So here we go, here he is out of the box, and initial thoughts is he looks quite cool. He comes with two closed hands as well, just those there, and he also comes with two blast effects which match the colour of the plastic used for this suit as well, which is all really cool. It all matches up, which is really nice. Now, initial thoughts is that the articulation's nice, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it looks quite cool in the box. The only thing that I did notice when I took him out of the box is there aren't any details on the back, which is a real shame. They put the white details on the front and they've not put them on the back, which is a real pity. Now, it isn't pinless, there are pins in it because this is a mould that they've used previously, but because it's all made of the same colour plastic, you can't actually tell where the pins are unless you look closely. So it kind of works, it's not too bad. Now, if you put the blast effects in, again, it looks really cool because they all match up, so it definitely looks like a hologram or whatnot. So yeah, overall I think it's pretty cool. Now, I'm confused as to where this exactly fits because obviously there was a hologram Iron Man suit used in various comics at various different times, but if you look closely you might notice that this is the Mark 46, I believe, from the MCU. So it matches up to one of the MCU suits. And obviously we haven't seen him use the hologram in the MCU, so I am a little bit confused. But let me just pull in the Mark 46 here so that you can see side by side they are pretty much exactly the same. Yeah, so I don't know whether this is supposed to be comic book but based on an MCU suit, or MCU based on concept art, I'm not quite sure, or whether it's just a case of that they just moulded an old mould in blue translucent plastic to make up an extra figure in the wave. Yeah, jury's out on that one. However, I was really excited to have it because I do have a bit of a haul of armour for my MCU stroke Gamerverse stroke comic book Iron Man as well, so to put any kind of different Iron Man suit in there is always a plus for me. Now, what is a shame is because there aren't any markings on the back. If you have a look here at the MCU version, you can see there are a lot of details there on the back, but they are lost on this hologram one because you don't see them, because they're not outlined like they are on the front. Now, the front, because they are only slight white outlines, they do stand out, whereas they don't on the back. Now, it's not the first time we've had a hologram Iron Man. We obviously got this version recently, and a lot of people were curious as to whether the head fit on this body, because then you could have a full hologram Iron Man, Tony Stark. And look at the helmet there in a little bit more detail. Not much to sort of show off. But if I take the head off of this hologram Iron Man and put it onto the hologram suit, you can see that it does actually fit. It takes a little bit of pressure, might just be my one, but you do have to push it in a little bit, but it does fit. Now, you can see here that they are slightly different colours, which is a shame. It would have been nice for them to have done it in the same colour so that it did all match. However, I suppose if you really wanted it displayed like this, you could get away with it because one of the colours is the hologram of the suit and the other is a hologram of the individual of Tony Stark inside the suit, so it does kind of work with a little bit of artistic license. However, I'm going to take that back off and put the original head back on because that's not how I'm going to display it. I'm leaving that hologram head on that hologram suit. So, just taking a look at him, one of the other things that I did think about is how he would look underneath a light. So what I will do is I'll bring it up just so you can see the details here. So it's a cool suit. You can't really see the inner workings. It's all done really nicely. And I'm pleased, don't get me wrong, I am pleased, but you can see there the detail that they've missed out. If they just highlighted that with these white lines, it would have made it 10 times better in my opinion. If I'm being brutally honest, it would have made it a lot better. But one of the things I was curious is how it looked like with a light. So if I get one of my blue lights here and just stand him on top and turn the light on, boom, there you go. Now, even though he is translucent, the plastic is quite thick, so the light doesn't shine all the way through. It would be really cool if he all lit up like you can see his feet do there. But if I turn all the lights off, you can see that the top of him goes quite dark, so the light doesn't actually pass all the way through him, which is a little bit of a shame. But if I put it behind him, it does, which actually looks pretty cool. But yeah, if you put a light behind him, then you'll definitely get that translucent look from head to toe. If you put it underneath him or above him, you're going to lose it. So there are options there, and I'm sure that some of the amazing photographers out there are going to do some very cool things with this one. I'm definitely going to scratch my head. But overall, yeah, it's a good suit. I'm pleased to have it. If you're enjoying the 5-minute figure reviews, please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.